Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my November 2019 beauty favorites. I've got lots of things to show you guys. Some are new, some not so new, some repeats from last month. Because as I've said in the past, some favorites can definitely be continuous favorites, which I am loving throughout the year. So it's obviously my duty as an honest and truthful YouTuber to continuously show you the same things, just to show you how amazing they are. Anyway, so the first thing I think I'm going to start off with today is foundations. So the first one that I've been using quite a lot this month is the Kat Von D True Portrait Foundation. My shade is in medium 51. Now, because I was reviewing this and I wore it for a full week and a half to 2 weeks, that's why it's kind of a favorite, even though it does give really nice coverage to the skin. However, it does break down and become shiny on me. So it's not something that I will repurchase. But again, like I said, in terms of being completely transparent, it has been a favorite of mine purely because I've worn it so much. And in the same vein as that also comes this foundation, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. My shade is in 350C. Again, because I was reviewing it for you guys, I wore this quite a lot. Now, I really love the foundation coverage that this gives. It gives a really nice full coverage, really nice naturally luminous look to the skin. However, by the time it gets to about hour 8 or 9, it breaks down and becomes really, really shiny on me. If you've got dry skin, you will definitely love this a lot more. I won't repurchase this purely because of the fact that it is a luminous foundation, meaning for somebody like me who's got normal to combination skin and gets an oily T-zone, it's not something that I would obviously be able to definitely not use in the summer. And even though it's the winter now, I still struggle with it. But I love the coverage that this gives. It's absolutely amazing. I've got an honorable mention here. It is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. My shade is in Barcelona. I've had this for quite a while. It's not new. It's about half finished. Now, the reason why I've been reusing this again, and it always kind of comes around this time of year, is when my tan completely fades. Because I use SPF 50 and I use chemical exfoliants on my skin not only has lost its tan, but it's also kind of almost going back to the same skin color I had when I was a baby. And I was, for an Asian anyway, for a South Asian, I was quite a fair child. And the thing that I'm struggling with at the moment as a result of all of these things is that I'd say about 90% of my foundations are becoming too dark for me. Barcelona has always been the kind of shade which I wear towards my more fairer stages of the year. I love this foundation. It wears really nicely on the skin. It gives a really nice natural finish. And that's why I've been loving this throughout November. Let's move on to concealers. I've got 4 to show you guys. I've been loving that many of them. The first one is this one here, is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer. My shade is in medium tan 20. Love it. 10 out of 10. I have not reviewed it. I probably won't, just because I can't bother now. It's not new. But if you guys remember, I have got the foundation of this, which I have reviewed, the Meet Your Hue foundation. And I gave that a 10 out of 10. It's a holy grail. And as a result of that, this is also a holy grail concealer. The coverage is full. The finish is matte. It looks great. It doesn't crease. It doesn't move. It doesn't go crepey. It doesn't dry. It doesn't oxidize. It's absolutely excellent. Another one that I love is the Revolution Makeup Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Concealer, which contains hyaluronic acid and acai. My shade is in C8. Now, this is a much more obviously affordable concealer than for something like the Dose of Colors one. I love the coverage that it gives. It gives really nice full coverage, and because it's a hydrating concealer, it definitely keeps the under eye area moisturized because it's got hyaluronic acid in it, which obviously delivers a lot of moisture to the skin straight away. It doesn't crease on me. When I say it doesn't crease on me, by the way, when I talk about any concealer, I mean as a result of it after it being set with a powder. Not a single concealer of mine just stays creaseless. They always need to be set, because at the end of the day they are liquid. So when you set it with a powder, it kind of dries it out slightly but keeps it in place. And I absolutely love that about this. This is much better than the Conceal and Define. So if you're looking for a drugstore concealer, definitely look into this. A newer concealer of mine, probably the newest one that I bought recently, is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. My shade is in 22.0 Medium Golden Warm. This was gifted to me by IT Cosmetics. I have done a review. Please check it out where I show you 3 shades that they sent me. Love it. Absolutely excellent, full coverage, really nice and moisturizing. It's got a very skincare-y feel kind of texture to it, which I find with the majority of IT Cosmetics. I love that about IT Cosmetics, is that they are a makeup stroke skincare kind of brand. So a lot of their products have really good skincare ingredients in them, and I definitely love this enough to repurchase it. Another concealer that I love is the Uoma Beauty Stay Woke Concealer. My shade is in Honey Honey T3. Again, very similar to the Dose of Colours one, but I think the Dose of Colours one's slightly better. This gives full coverage, doesn't crease, great colour, great for the under eye area, really great at covering imperfections. It doesn't crease, it doesn't move, it doesn't budge, and it makes me look really nice and illuminated under my eyes. Next up is this product here, which is, I think it's finished because not much seems to be coming out and I can't see through it. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in the shade Banana. Mine has, yeah, it is finished. There's nothing in there. I don't know why I'm like questioning it. Look, there's still a bit lurking around. Anyway, I've used this every single day for the whole month of November. So this goes to show that this lasts 4 weeks of daily use, which I'm not sure how happy I am about that because it is very expensive. I won't be repurchasing this purely because the shade Banana itself is too light for me. It's not got enough of a yellow texture considering it's called Banana. I've always said this in the past. The classic Banana shade is the OGs of the banana powder, which is Ben Nye. That is a yellow powder. This one is more beigey kind of whitish yellow, and it doesn't quite work well with me in terms of the color. The powder itself, however, is absolutely excellent. If they had it in a better shade, I would repurchase it, but I won't be because of the reasons I've given. Let's move on to eyeshadows, or specifically eyeshadow palettes. When was the last time I actually showed you guys an individual eyeshadow? Let's start off with ones that I was loving last month and I'm still loving, and it is the Huda Beauty Nude Light, Nude Medium and Nude Rich, which is in front of me, Obsessions palettes. Absolutely love them, use them all the time, easy to reach for. I just can't fault them enough. Like, my favorite one is definitely the medium one, but I kind of switch and change. Sometimes I use all three depending on what kind of look I'm going for. A lot more affordable than her larger palettes. Absolutely love the colors, the textures, the quality, everything about them is amazing, especially when I'm really getting ready in a hurry in the morning, because sometimes I do oversleep, you know, or if I've got a 6 a.m. start. It's very easy for me to put one of the matte shades in my crease, take a shimmery shade, wipe it across my lid, good to go. The Jackie Aina palette, love it. Such a deep skin girl friendly palette. Now, I'm obviously not deep skin, I'm medium toned skin, so some of the shades are very dark for me, but I can still use every single one. There is not a single one I can't use. It's just because I've got slightly lighter skin than its target audience. I just have to go in with a lighter hand, that's all. But I don't have to worry about a single shade of these showing up ashy on me, showing up patchy. The quality is typical of Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I absolutely love this palette. Next up is the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette. Love it. Using it on my eyelids today, except for the lid colour. It's a lemon head, one of them lemon head glitters I'm wearing. Don't know what its name is because it didn't have anything. Somebody gave it to me anyway. So love this warm toned classic kind of palette. It's full of, oh, it smells so good. Smells nice. It's basically full of warm toned shades from mattes to shimmery shades. It's definitely your perfect brown girl palette because it goes with brown skins really nicely, and I just love the shade mix up in there. I still haven't used this green. This is why I just don't like that one. It's just weird and in the way. I tend to use all of these. I'm using about 5 of them on my eyes today, so that's why I said I'm still loving it. Now, out of all of the eyeshadow palettes that I've shown you, the one that I have surprisingly used the most this month is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde eyeshadow palette. Now, a lot of people have obviously said, oh my god, it's so expensive, and it is, so don't buy it. It's that simple. You can't say anything. It's Huda who's charging the prices. It's up to us as consumers about whether or not we choose to accept that price. Now, personally, I paid full price for it. I got discounts because through Feel Unique you can set up a brand as a brand for life, so you get 10% off, plus after a certain amount of money you spend with them you get a lot of vouchers with Feel Unique as well. So I generally never tend to pay full price, but regardless, I've been loving this. I mean, I know people are funny about the price of it. However, I've just shown myself that despite the fact that I've spent a lot of money on it, it's gotten a lot of use. I use it again and again and again for so many different looks. Again, like I've said, when I go to work, sometimes I do not have time to faff around with this, that and the other. Again, the matte shades are so buttery and easy to blend. I take one of the shimmery shades, wipe it across my lid, good to go. I love Huda Beauty's eyeshadow palettes. Right, let's move on to the face. Oh my god, you guys, I finally finished the NARS close-up setting powder, and I was finally able to open up my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. I'm reading it upside down. And mine is in the shade number 2 medium. Oh my god, where's this been all my life? Why have none of you told me about this? This powder is absolutely amazing. I love it. Ever since I've been using it to set my foundation, not that the NARS one was bad, I just wanted to try something new. And I'm really glad that I tried this. It sets my foundation beautifully. My skin feels velvety soft. It definitely helps to blur along with the foundation that I'm using, and it helps to control shine as well. So I'm really happy that I got this. But one lowly little blush to show you, lowly little one, and I'm actually wearing it right now. I feel really hot. Do I look a bit red? No. Okay, it's by EX1 Cosmetics and it's called Pretty in Peach. They actually sent this to me like 2 years ago. I've only really started using it now. This is why I'm one of those people who shouldn't really be on PR lists, because people send me stuff and I forget sometimes. Sorry. But I absolutely love this. This is such a beautiful colour that would suit all skin tones. Very, very deep skin tones. This would come out as almost like a peachy pink on your skin. Very pigmented, easy to blend, nice and soft. Like I said, I'm wearing it on my cheeks today and I love it. Got 2 bronzers to show you guys today. Don't be surprised. Shock horror. It is the ABH Saddle Powder Bronzer. I don't seem to be going any further than that dent in the middle, but that's maybe because I kind of swap and change along with the Fenty Sunstalker bronzer. This is in the shade Island Ting. This is what I'm using to contour today. This is quite deep. If you look at the colours together, the reason why I love this one so much, you can very obviously see the difference in tone and shade of these. This is very deep and very warm toned, whereas this one is not as deep, so it's obviously better for my skin tone, but it's got a really nice mix of warm and cool tones in it, so it's very nice and neutral and works great for contouring. This one, on the other hand, I tend to use more when I'm going for more of a bronzy kind of look. I was wearing an orange blush today, so I wanted to wear a warm tone contour, and that's why I love this. I love the quality of this as well. Really nice and easy to use. Got a little new product here to show you guys, a new highlighter. It's by NARS Cosmetics. I don't like this packaging, it's cheap. And this price ain't cheap, so I don't know why they've compromised. Anyway, it's called the NARS Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder. My shade is in Amnesia. It's a beautiful gold. It's what I'm using to highlight my face today. And as it says, it gives glass skin. It's that kind of highlighter which is, it's got shimmery particles in it for sure, but it does not accentuate pores or texture on my skin, so it sits really nicely on it. I love NARS Cosmetics. Their quality is absolutely excellent. I have not been able to fault a single product of theirs, and this is a relatively new release. I think they've got a few more shades, but this is the one that I always gravitate towards, your classic gold sort of colour. But I love it. Definitely look into it. You'll not be disappointed. It really beautiful. Look at that glow. I mean, it's a stunning gold shade. This is the kind of shade that would work well on fair, medium and deep skin tones. 2 brow products to show you. Shouldn't be a surprise. I show them all the time. It is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power in the shade Universal Taupe, and it only comes in one colour, Universal Taupe, because it is one of those ones which has got a certain colour in it where it's all dependent on how hard you press it. Now, if you've got very, very, very fair skin and you've got maybe red hair, you can use this. It will just give a hint of taupe to your eyebrows. If you've got dark hair like mine, press a little bit harder, the colour comes out a little bit more harshly. And if you've got very, very deep skin, you press it even harder. It is a universal shade that works really nicely. I just generally tend to build it up and then leave it as is. I don't know if you've noticed these days, I don't tend to do my eyebrows as harshly as I used to, purely because I've got darker hair now. That back when I used to have more blonder hair didn't matter so much, but I don't like it to be too stark because then it kind of clashes with my hair. And then also, when you've got makeup on your entire face, you don't want the focus to be just on your eyebrows. You want it to be on everything, and that's the reason why I go a lot more softer these days. And it's the same with this one here, which is the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer in the shade Deep Brown. Similar reasons as the other one, but obviously this is an actual brown shade. It's great to use, it's affordable. This one was gifted to me once. It ran out. They very kindly sent me another one because they asked me if I wanted anything, and I said, look, I finished the brow power. So they were like, here's another one. So I love it, and that's the reason why I will continue to use this. Eyeliner. Ooh, the ABH liquid liner. Love it, love it, love it. It's another one that I've repurchased in Black Friday because this is about to finish. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't move, it doesn't budge, it's opaque. One swipe is enough for a thick black line. I never have to go back in and layer it. I did have to a little bit today, but that's because I've got glitter on and it wouldn't sit properly over the glitter because the glitter kept moving. But regardless of that, it's an excellent liquid liner. Often I have eyelashes to send you, and I'm sorry if my eyelash boxes always look really grotty. What I tend to do is when I put the lash glue on, I leave them on top of the box so that they can become tacky. So that's why they look a bit gross. The Cocoa Lashes by Demi G, I love them. They're spiky, but they're not too long. So that means that I always wear them to work. Not that it matters because I wear these to work too. And these are the Huda Beauty Hoodie Lengthy Lashes. These are probably her longest eyelashes she's ever come out with. Hoodie, because obviously they're named after Huda and Hoodie is her nickname. These are amazing. These are full on, thick, fluttery lashes. They do not look good on everybody. If you've got small eyes, I would rather use something like this rather than these, because these will literally envelope your eyes and you'll just see flutters of hair, but you wouldn't actually be able to see your eyes. So unless you've got medium to large-ish eyes, use these ones instead. I've only got one load of lipsticks to send you, and they're in this stupid packet. They're from Primark. It's the liquid lipstick set, the Amber Edit. So altogether for £4 you get 4 liquid lipsticks. Now these 3 are okay on me, that one's too pale, but for £4, so basically I paid for £1 each, it's not such a big deal. I've shown other sets that I bought of these. The Cranberry Edit is nice, the red one as well, so look into it if you ever get the chance. The quality of these liquid lipsticks are actually really good as well, so not only are they affordable, they're good quality. Moving on to some other stuff which is not makeup related. This is my L'Oreal Magic Retouch comb thingy. I need to do my roots. My roots are actually about here, and I used this today to comb it through. My colour is on, I think, dark brown. I'll link it in the info bar because I think it's rubbed off. But basically when you've got little bits of greys and stuff like that, you don't want to dye it yet, you just run it through, and voila, it doesn't come off. Is it on my hand? Nope. This is a skincare product, the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion, oil-free for all skin types. This was also gifted to me along with a bunch of other things, and I recently finished off my day-to-day moisturizer, which is the Embryolisse one, so I wanted to try something new, so I've been trying this. I really like the consistency of this because it has got a gel type of texture. It blends really nicely on the face. I don't have to rub it in like I do with other creamier products. It's great for everyday wear. I would not wear this at night because I don't think it's hydrating enough. However, it is enough for me during the daytime. Like it says, hydro plumping, skin transforming, weightless moisturizer with 72 hours hydration. I would definitely say that it hydrates the skin. It's just that at nighttime I prefer something a little bit more rich. So this one is amazing to use in the daytime. Also, because I've got rosacea on the side of my nose and on my chin, I also find that this does not burn. Whereas some other moisturizers out there do burn my skin a little bit because they've got too much of a high alcohol content, and I don't find that happens with this. Last thing I'm going to show you guys are these 2 perfumes by the brand Perfumer's Choice, and it is from the brand called Milton Lloyd. They sent these to me because they were recently launched in Superdrug, and you guys, there's a reason I'm showing these last, because you always leave the best till last. I love them. Firstly, I love the packaging, and then when you take it out, the quality of these is just amazing. It's heavy duty glass, look. Now this one here, which is called Victor, chosen by Victor Master Perfumer, is 83ml and it's Eau de Parfum. So it's not EDT, it is pure perfume. Let's spray ourselves, shall we? Listen to it. 1 squirt literally is enough to last you all day. I've got to be careful. You have to actually take your hand off to stop it spray. Woo! That's great. I love it. I love it. Now, apparently this is a men's perfume. I don't really care. men, women, a smell's a smell at the end of the day. This gender identity politics sometimes does get on my nerves slightly. I wear men's clothes sometimes, so what? It's just a piece of clothing. And the same is with this. This reminds me of something by Gucci. I can't remember, because what I find is that with their brand, they're a lot more affordable than the designer ones, but they smell exactly the same. And the fact that it is a pure perfume, I love that about this. This only costs £16, which makes it super affordable considering that it is a pure perfume. Long lasting because they use a high concentration of perfume oils. Let's not forget that I've got allergies and I've got broken skin. I spray it on myself. It does not burn and it does not make me sneeze. You just saw that, right? I sprayed myself. Did I sneeze? No. Basically, this is a luxury fragrance which is made up of citrus and fruity top notes with an aromatic floral and woody heart with a dry down finish that is oak moss, vanilla and musk. Basically, it's a very manly scent, but I love it. I have been using this more than I've been using the other one I'm going to show you, mostly because this has been in my handbag. I've been using this and the other one pretty much alternating between the two and using them every single day. Now the girls one, if you want to call it that, comes in a pink bottle, and this one is called number 8, chosen by Valerie. Should I spray myself with this too? Why not? Even though the other one is... yeah. Oh, I loved it. Oh, I love this one. This one, you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of sensual. It's a very sensual smelling perfume. See, I knew it. Even they've written it's got a sensual base note. See, I'm not that good at describing scents, but I got that one right at least. So this one is a feminine gourmand. Oh, I like that word. Fragrance with fresh citrus and blackcurrant top notes on a white floral black pepper coffee heart. I hate the smell of coffee, but I don't detect coffee in this, so I'm okay with that. So that's it for my November favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Next video will probably be my 2019 beauty favorites and beauty regrets, but I think I will also do a December favorites as well, purely because I've got quite a lot of new products recently. So you guys will hopefully be able to see 3 different videos. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm sure you don't mind. Extra videos, why not? What else? On my lips, I'm wearing this Colourpop satin lipstick by the Shayla collection in the shade Slow Down. I like it, but it keeps giving me that white line. I don't like that. Anyway, hope you guys are great. Bye.